The brand new heavy metal event is underway, bringing with it an interesting PvP mode of tanks versus Brigs, a combat Sparrow that fires shotgun rounds and missiles that matches your subclass, and a much needed overhaul to the event's menu and progression system. Gone are normal and upgraded event cards. Say hello to the new event menu where everything shown is 100% free and earnable. Since things are so new and a little obfuscated, let me explain the event, the XP needed and earned throughout, and the optimal way towards its rewards. To start, you'll head to Lord Shaxx in the tower to progress the Path of Demolition quest. This will take you step by step through the new event menu and game mode, so I highly recommend you taking the time to read and follow the prompts. This event revolves around the Heavy Metal Crucible game mode, where teams of 3 tanks versus a team of 3 Brigs in a match of supremacy. You can launch this activity via the playlist in the tower menu, the Crucible Director, or from the second tab in the event menu. As one of these monstrous vehicles, you have a primary fire that has travel time, so you'll have to lead your shots, a secondary fire that has tracking, but is limited to 1 shot per life unless you pick up a coin, and a dodge that is on a moderate cooldown. The keybinds are found on the event menu's main page, but you might also have to go into your keybind settings in the vehicle section to tweak or add the dodge. To win, you'll need to earn 50 points. 1 point is earned upon an enemy defeat, and picking up the coin they drop is worth an additional point. Whoever is deemed the current leader, the person doing the best, they will drop a gold coin worth 2 points. These coins are also important to grab as they replenish a chunk of your health and refresh your secondary weapons ammo. My advice: stick together so that you are never in a 1v2 scenario, pick up those coins to give both you an advantage and deny your enemy the benefit, as yes, picking up an ally coin applies the same effects, and try to optimize who picks up the coins. If you see your ally's health to be fairly low, maybe let them grab it so they can stay in the fight. Now, the event menu is your one-stop shop for all things heavy metal. The first tab gives you an overview of the event's activity, the rank rewards track, daily and weekly challenges, event currencies, and any duration information, such as when the event ends or when challenges refresh. The event rank rewards track is sort of what the previous free event cards used to be, but instead of doing specific challenges for certain items, you now just progress it linearly by earning event XP. This track is where you'll earn an exclusive emblem, materials, and that new combat Sparrow. The event XP comes from event activity completions, so heavy metal, daily or weekly challenges, quests, or buying ranks via silver. Daily challenges are refreshed at the daily reset, are limited to 3 per day per account, and offer XP and event tokens. Weekly challenges refresh on the Tuesday weekly reset, are limited to 1 per week per account, and grant a much larger amount of XP and tokens, along with some bright dust. For currencies, you have 2 that are used for all events: reroll tokens and event tokens. Reroll tokens allow you to reroll a daily challenge. This could be one that you've already completed, that way you can do more than the traditional limit of 3 per day, or reroll one that has an objective that you find difficult. The former option is a much better use of these rare tokens. Event tokens only come from the completion of daily and weekly challenges, so there is a limit to how many you can earn during an event, making the decision of how you spend them even more important. Keep in mind, event tokens expire at the end of the event. Use them before you lose them. As for reroll tokens, it isn't quite clear at the moment. In-game, it says they expire at the end of the event, but in Bungie's official communication, they say they persist, especially since it sounds that you can purchase them with silver along with event tokens, something that you can't do at this time due to some bugs. Check the pinned comment for any updates and clarifications. The second tab, labeled Play Now, is where you launch event activities, go to relevant locations, and view available quests. So instead of going to the Crucible directory or the quest menu, you launch and look at things right here. The third tab is the Reward Shop, where you can see all items that can be purchased with event tokens. Some of these items have limited quantities, which are shown when you hover over them. For this event, you have heavy metal engrams, which can be purchased here or can drop at the end of a heavy metal match. When you visit Rahul to decrypt them, they will turn into Palindrome, Boondoggle, Kuroris, or Lotus Eater. And the fourth tab is the event title, where you can see all the requirements for its triumphs and will unlock any relevant gilding triumphs once you have the base title. Alright, how do we optimize the event? First up is that rewards track and earning XP. Each rank requires earning 1000 event XP. The sources and amounts are as follows. Match completions, win or lose, is 188 XP. Daily challenges are 500 XP each. Weekly challenges are 2250 XP each. And starting the Path of Demolition quest on all characters grants 812 XP per character. By just playing heavy metal matches and ignoring all those extra XP sources, it'll take roughly 80 games. To not waste all that time, make sure you complete those challenges. That doesn't mean you have to play every day. Since the event launched on a Friday, that means there will be 2 weekly challenges. The one active when the event launches, and then it'll refresh on Tuesday. Completing both grants 4500 XP. Along the way, you'll have completed their daily challenges, so that's another 3000 XP. The rest you'll earn from the games played along the way and starting the quests on all your characters. And I really recommend progressing those quests on multiple characters. Aside from that chunk of XP, you'll get additional reroll tokens. For event tokens, remember these are limited to the number of daily and weekly challenges you complete and expire at the end of the event. That means, if you want the most tokens, you have to play and complete each day's challenges. Over the course of the event, you'll earn 253 tokens, plus those from any daily challenges you re-rolled. So you won't be able to purchase much from the store. My advice, the exotic cipher is the most universally rare and important item, but really just buy what you like. For the event's title, the triumphs are fairly straightforward. Defeat multiple targets in a single life 20 times, defeat 150 targets, win 10 games, and claim the rank 15 reward. There is a decent chunk of skill involved, so any of these triumphs might take you quite a while. However, the quicker you can complete them, the better, as the title's gilding triumphs don't unlock until you have the base title, and progress isn't carried forward. Those gilding triumphs are defeat the enemy's leader 20 times, so hunt down that glowing enemy, become a leader 10 times, collect 20 leaders' coins, and defeat 25 targets with a secondary weapon. The main reward for this event is the Combat Sparrow Gryphon. So, is it any good? Honestly, it's fun, but not a must-have. You are quite vulnerable while in it, and the primary fire is like a shotgun, so it has a lot of spread and a limited range. The alt fire, though, is pretty cool, as its damage and effects are based on your equipped super. Strand suspends, stasis freezes, arc blinds, solar scorches, and void applies volatile. For me, stasis seems like the go-to option. Do you need this Sparrow? No, not really. Its damage and survivability is a bit lackluster. Keep in mind, it'll probably be unique to just this event for some time, so if you dislike FOMO, get it while you can. But just like the skimmer, Bungie will eventually add other versions to the game elsewhere. Before you go, let me leave you with some important information. Since this is a brand new event and system, there are some bugs and lack of information. This event lasts only a week, but you have until the Edge of Fate releases to earn the rewards pin from the Bungie store. That means the event should return sometime before then, but Bungie hasn't clarified if that is the case, when that will be, or event progress via the rewards track or triumphs will carry forward. If you see what you like now and have the time, play now. I'll keep an eye out for Bungie's comms, so check the pinned comment for any updates. If you found any of this useful, consider leaving a like and subscribing for more Destiny guides. And comment down below what you think of the event and this new rework. Personally, the rework is pretty solid. Heavy metal as a game mode isn't really for me. As always, I am your Commander Pika. Be kind, have fun, and I'll see you on the battlefield.